Hello mga kawamat, in this video lesson, we will discuss the standard equation of hyperbola with center at HK. Okay, for number 1, the quantity of y plus 2 squared over 16 minus the quantity of x minus 3 squared over 9 is equal to 1. So itong pattern nito ay mula sa standard equation natin na y minus k squared over a squared minus x minus 8 squared over b squared is equal to 1. So, kung napanood nyo yung introduction of hyperbola, binanggit ko doon na kapag ang nauna ay y minus k squared sa equation natin, ibig sabihin yung transverse axis nito ay vertical. And then, since yung 16 ay mas mataas sa 9, this means that the transverse axis is longer than the conjugate axis natin. So, una natin gagawin, of course, kunin natin yung value ng A, B, and C para makuha natin yung vertex at the same time yung coordinates ng center natin at ng focus. So, para makuha natin yung value ng A, so A squared is equal to 16. So, A is equal to 4 squared. Why? Because 4 times 4, that is 16. Therefore, A is equal to 4. Or, pwede nyo kunin nyo na lang yung square root ni 16 para makuha yung value ng A. Next is yung value ng B. B squared is equal to 9. So, B squared is equal to 3 squared. So, B is equal to 3. Or, simply get the square root of 9, and square root of 9 is 3, so that is the value of B. And for the value of C, C is equal to the square root of A squared plus B squared. So A squared is 16, B squared is 9, then add 16 plus 9, that is 25, square root of 25, the answer is 5. So para saan ba yung A? Yung A natin ay para makuha natin ito yung distance mula sa center natin papunta sa vertex. Yung B naman, mula sa center papunta sa co-vertex natin. Yung C naman, mula sa center papunta sa focus natin. Kaya natin sila kinukuha. So, kunin na natin ngayon yung coordinate. Okay, by the way, unahin muna natin kunin yung value ng H natin. Yung H, that is the X coordinate. So, yung X minus 3, since negative yung nandito, that will become positive. So, yung K naman, since positive 2 yung nandito, magiging negative 2. Pagpalit lang natin yung sign. Papalitan lang natin yung sign. Again, yung H, that is the X coordinate. So, dito natin kukunin sa X natin. At yung K, that is the Y coordinate. Dun sa Y plus 2 natin. So, therefore, yung center natin is 3, negative 2. Next, kunin natin yung vertex. So, susundan lang natin ito para makuha natin yung coordinate ng vertex natin. Sa V sub 1, H, that is 3. So, substitute lang natin. And then, yung K natin is negative 2 plus A. So, ano yung value ng A natin? 4. So, negative 2 plus 4, the answer is 2. Kaya yung V sub 1 natin, 3, 2. Next, yung V sub 2 naman, H, K minus A. So, yung H natin again, that is 3. And then, yung K natin is negative 2 minus 4. So, negative 2 minus 4, that is negative 6. Sunod na kukunin natin is yung co-vertex natin. So, sundan lang din natin ito para makuha natin yung coordinate ng co-vertex natin. Sa B sub 1, H minus B. So, yung H natin is 3 minus B. So, 3 minus 3, the answer is 0. And then, copy the value of K, that is negative 2. Then, B sub 2, H plus B. So, yung H natin is 3 plus 3, which is the value of B. So, 3 plus 3, that is 6. And then, copy negative 2. So, tapos na tayo sa co-vertex. Proceed tayo sa focus natin. So, yung F sub 1 natin, H, and then K plus C. So, yung H natin ay 3, And then yung k natin is negative 2. So, negative 2 plus yung value ng c natin na 5. So, negative 2 plus 5, the answer is 3. So, f sub 1 is 3, 3. Next, yung f sub 2 natin, h, which is 3. K minus c, yung k natin is negative 2. Minus 5, that is negative 7. So, 3, negative 7. And then, yung latus rectum natin, gamit yung formula, b squared over a. Yung b squared natin is 9. So, 9 divide 4, since yung a natin is 4. So, 9 divided by 4, the answer is 2.25. So, yung latus rectum natin is 2.25. Ito naman ay yung layo niya mula sa focus natin. So, kapag yung transverse axis natin horizontal, ang pagkuha natin ng latus rectum mula sa focus towards y-axis. So, kung ito ay vertical, so kagaya nito, nung example natin, vertical yung transverse axis natin, mula sa focus, magmumove tayo towards x-axis. So, ganyan ang pagkuha ng latus rectum. So, kunin natin yung LR1. So, h minus LR, so yung h natin is 3 minus 2.25. The answer is 0.75. And then yung k plus c, ito yan. So, nakuha na natin, that is 3. So, yung LR1 natin is 0.753. Next, LR2, h plus LR. So, yung h natin again is 3 plus 2.25. The answer is 5.25. And then again, 3 plus 2.25 is 5.25. And then copy k plus c. Ito na yan, nakuha na natin. Then yung LR3 natin, h minus LR. So nakuha na natin yan, 0.75. And then k, negative 2 minus 5. So that is negative 7. And then yung LR4 natin, that is h plus LR, ito yon, nakuha na rin natin kanina, 5.25, negative 7. Okay, so ito ay, makukuha natin yung coordinates ng center natin, ng vertices natin, yung co-vertices natin, and then yung foci natin, of course, the latus rectum, kapag walang graph. So, makukuha natin kahit walang graph. Paano naman kapag gamit yung graph? Okay, so, since nakuha na natin yung value ng A natin, which is 4, and yung value ng B natin, which is 3, and yung value ng C, which is 5, and then yung latus rectum natin na 2.25, kunin natin ngayon, ipla-plot natin ito dito sa Cartesian plane natin. So again, since yung transverse axis natin ay vertical, ito yon, nandito. So, unahin muna natin yung center para alam natin kung saan natin ilalagay yung transverse axis natin. So, yung center natin ay makikita natin sa 3, negative 2, so quadrant 4. So, positive 3 yung x-axis natin, tapat ni negative 2 yung y-axis natin. So, dito natin ilalagay yung transverse axis natin na vertical, tapos yung horizontal niyan, of course, yung conjugate axis natin. Okay? Next natin kukunin is yung vertex. Gamit yung value ng A. Gamit yung value ng A, malalaman natin kung saan yung vertex natin. So, kung 4 yan, magmumove tayo ng 4 units papunta saan? Papuntang taas at baba. Kasi yung transverse axis natin, vertical. So, tatandaan, kung saan yung transverse axis natin, doon rin natin matatagpuan o makikita yung vertex natin at yung focus natin. So, mula sa center, mag-move tayo ng 4 units pataas. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, nandito yung unang vertex natin. And then, mula sa center, move din tayo ng 4 units sa baba. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so nandito yung pangalawang vertex natin. Next is gamit yung value ng B para makuha natin yung co-vertex natin. Mula sa center, mag-move tayo ng 3 units, left and right, para sa co-vertex natin. So, 1, 2, 3. And then, dito rin sa right side, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next is yung value ng C. Yung value ng C is yung distance mula kay center papuntang focus natin. So, magmumove tayo ng up and down kasi nandito yung transverse axis natin. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, nandito yung unang focus natin or yung F sub 1 natin. And then, mula sa center, baba tayo ng 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, nandito yung pangalawang focus natin or yung F sub 2 natin. And then yung latus rectum natin, 2.25. So, paano natin gagamitin yan? Mula sa focus natin, magmumove tayo towards x-axis natin. So, left and right ng 2.25. So, mula dito, magmumove tayo pa left at pa right ng 2.25. Ganon din dito sa baba. So, 1, 2, and then yung 0.25 dito lang yon, mas malapit pa sa kanya. So the estimate lang natin na nandito yung 2.25. Okay, next is sa kabila din 1, 2, 2.25. Okay, same din sa baba, no? Mula dun sa F sub 2 natin, move tayo ng 2.25. And then ganun din sa right side. So anong sunod na gagawin? Of course, i-connect natin yung vertices natin para sa rectangle para makuha natin yung asymptotes natin. So, i-connect lang natin itong vertex nito, itong dulo rin dito, lagyan ng diagonal para makuha natin yung asymptotes natin. So, ganun din dito sa kabilang side, lagyan natin. So, ito yung asymptotes natin dito, class. So, ngayon, pwede na natin is a graph yung hyperbola natin, which is mag-open siya up and down. So, kapag yung transverse axis natin, vertical, yung opening ng hyperbola natin, up and down. So, nakaharap sa taas at nakaharap sa baba. So, isang ganyan at isa sa baba. So, dapat madadaanan niya yung latus rectum natin and then, dapat hindi siya magta-touch dito sa asymptotes natin. Kasi yung asymptotes, class, ano yan? Lalapit lang yan dito pero hindi yan magta-touch. Okay? So, palapit lang siya ng palapit. That is the asymptote. So, kung kukunin natin yung mga coordinates gamit itong graph natin, so, sa vertex natin, yung V sub 1 natin, 3, 2. Okay? Ito yon V sub 1. So, nasa quadrant 1. No? Positive yung 3, positive din yung 2 na y-axis natin. And V sub 2 natin, so, nandito sa fourth quadrant. So, positive 3 and negative 6. Okay, next is yung co-vertex natin. So, gamit itong na-plot na natin, makukuha natin yung mga coordinates. So, yung B sub 1 natin, so, yung B sub 1, nandito yan. So, 0 and negative 2. Yung B sub 2 natin, that is positive 6, negative 2. Ito yon. And then yung focus natin, yung F sub 1, 3, positive 3 din. Okay, ito yung F sub 1 natin. And then yung F sub 2 natin, so positive yung 3, then negative 7. Okay, ito yan. And then yung latus rectum natin, yung LR1, so 0.75, and then itatapat natin kay 3. So, ito yon. Yung LR2 naman natin, that is 5.25. Okay, ito yung 5 natin, di ba? So, dito siya banda, 5.25 and 3. Yung, same with, so yung LR3 natin, that is 0.75, then negative 7. Yung LR4 natin, that is 5.25, negative 7. So, ito ay makukuha rin natin lahat ng mga ito gamit lang yung sa graph natin. So, may dalawa kayong paraan gamit yung kanina, yung pinakita ko. At kung gusto nyo, i-plot nyo muna yung mga points natin, saka kunin natin yung mga coordinates. Another example, x plus 2 squared over 4 minus the quantity of y plus 5 squared over 12 is equal to 1. So, ito ay pattern ng x minus h squared natin over a squared or galing dito sa pattern nito, ito sa standard equation natin, minus y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. So, kapag ganito, kapag nauna yung x minus 8 squared natin, ibig sabihin, yung transverse axis natin ay horizontal. And then, since yung 4 natin ay mas mababa sa 12, ibig sabihin, yung conjugate axis natin ay mas mahaba kaysa sa transverse axis natin. So, una natin kukunin yung value ng a natin. So, a squared is equal to 4. And then, a squared is equal to 2 squared. Bakit? So, kapag binalik natin yan dito, 2 times 2, that is 4. Okay, kung naalala nyo yung lesson nyo sa Gen Math about exponential, so makukuha natin. Or, pwede rin na kunin nyo na lang yung square root ni 4. So, a is equal to 2. Next is yung b natin. So, b squared is equal to 12. So, b squared is equal to 12. So, since 12 is not a perfect square, or hindi siya perfect number, so as is na lang siya na square root of 12. So, ganyan na lang yung value ng b natin. Next natin kukunin is yung value ng c. So, using the formula, the square root of a squared plus b squared. So, yung a squared natin is 4. And then yung b squared natin ay 12. So, add lang natin sila. So, 4 plus 12, that is 16. Get the square root of 16, the answer is 4. And then after nyan, kunin natin yung center natin. So, bago yon, kunin muna natin yung value ng h and k natin. Para makuha natin yung h natin, kukunin natin dito sa x plus 2 dahil yan yung x coordinate natin. Papalitan lang natin ng sign. And then yung k naman natin, negative 5, dahil kukunin natin dito sa y plus 5, papalitan lang din natin ng sign. So, therefore, yung center natin ay nasa negative 2 and negative 5. So, nasa quadrant 3 siya. After nyan, kunin natin yung vertex. So, gamit yung value ng a, b, and c, makukuha natin yung vertex, co-vertex, yung focus natin, and then yung latus rectum. Unahin natin yung vertex. So, sundan lang din natin ito, h minus a, comma, k. So, yung h natin dito is negative 2 minus a. So, negative 2 minus 2, the answer is negative 4. And then, copy k, which is negative 5. So, yung v sub 1 natin ay negative 4, comma, negative 5. Next is yung v sub 2 natin, h plus a. So, negative 2 plus 2, the answer is 0. And then, copy k, that is negative 5. So, yung v sub 2 natin ay 0, comma, negative 5. Next, co-vertex. So, gamit naman yung square root of 12, kunin natin yung coordinate ng co-vertex natin. First is the b sub 1, h, comma, k plus b. So, copy lang natin yung h natin, which is negative 2. And then, yung k natin is negative 5. Plus the square root of 12. So, ganyan lang natin. Pwede na natin ganyan ilagay. Kahit hindi nyo na kunin yung value ng square root of 12. Kahit mamaya na. Next is yung b sub 2 natin. Yung h natin, copy lang natin. Negative 2. And then yung k natin is negative 5 minus square root of 12. So, yan yung b sub 2 natin at b sub 1. Next, yung foci natin. So, yung f sub 1 natin, h minus c. So, yung h natin is negative 2 minus the value of c, which is 4. So, negative 2 minus 4, the answer is negative 6. Copy k, which is negative 5. So, negative 6, comma, negative 5, yung f sub 1 natin. Next, yung f sub 2, h plus c. Yung h natin is negative 2 plus 4. So, negative 2 plus 4, that is positive 2. Copy k, that is negative 5. So, tapos na natin yung vertex, co-vertex, and yung foci natin. Next is yung latus rectum. Yung latus rectum natin, using the formula b squared over a. So, yung b squared natin is 12 divided by 2. Since yung a natin is 2, the answer is 6. So, kung kukunin natin yung LR1, so sundan lang natin ito, h minus c, ito yan. So, the answer is negative 6. K K plus LR. So yung K natin is negative 5 plus 6. The answer is 1. So ibig sabihin yung coordinate ni LR1 ay negative 6, 1. Next is LR2, H minus C, that is negative 6. K minus LR, so yung K natin is negative 5 minus 6, the answer is negative 11. So yung coordinate ng LR2 natin, negative 6, negative 11. Yung LR3 natin, H plus C, ito yon, positive 2. And then yung K plus LR natin, yung K is negative 5. So ito na yun, nakuha na natin yung K plus LR natin, that is 1. So the answer is 2, 1. Next, yung LR4 natin, yung H plus C, that is 2. Yung K minus LR natin is negative 11. So that is positive 2, negative 11. Okay, so nakuha na natin yung coordinates ng center natin, ng vertices at ng foci natin. So proceed tayo sa graph. So i-graph natin yung equation na to. So gamit yung value ng A, B, C, and then yung latus rectum natin. So yung square root of 12 ay equivalent sa 3.46 para mamaya madali natin malocate yung coordinate niya. So, inano muna natin, no? Kinonvert natin into decimal yung square root of 12. So, proceed tayo. I-plot muna natin yung center. So, yung center natin is negative 2, negative 5. So, nasa quadrant 3 siya. So, ito yung negative 2 natin. And then, negative 5. So, nandito yung center natin. Okay? After nyan, kunin natin yung vertex gamit yung value ng A. So, yung A natin is 2. So, magmumove tayo. By the way, yung transverse axis natin ay horizontal. So, ilagay muna natin yon. And then, yung vertical dyan, that is the conjugate axis class. So, yung A, para makuha natin yung vertex, so magmumove tayo ng papuntang left at papuntang right. Kasi yung transverse axis natin, horizontal. So, tatandaan ulit na ang transverse axis na yan, dyan natin makikita yung vertex saka yung focus natin. Since yung A natin is 2, magmumove tayo ng 2 units papuntang left at papuntang right. Okay, so 1, 2. So nandito yung unang vertex natin. Sa right side naman, 1, 2. Nandito yung pangalawang vertex natin. Next is yung co-vertex natin, which is equivalent sa 3.46. So, co-vertex, ibig sabihin kung horizontal yung transverse axis natin, dito natin siya matatagpuan. So, 3.46 mula sa center, magmumove tayo ng 3.46 up and down. 1, 2, 3. So, dito banda, ng gitna, no? Estimate lang natin yan. So, dito rin, move tayo ng 3.46 pababa. 1, 2, 3, okay, bandang gitna. Okay, ito class dapat nandito. So, naggalaw lang yan. Pero kapag gagamit tayo ng mga graphing application, so makikita natin talaga yung accurate na graph. So, ito ay pinapakita lang natin kung ano yung itsura ng graph natin. Next is yung focus natin. Since yung C natin is 4, okay, yung C natin is 4, pwede natin gamitin. Okay, mula sa center, kasi ayun C natin, distance yan, no? Mula sa center papuntang focus. So, move tayo ng 4 units mula sa center, papunta sa left side at sa right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, nandito yung F sub 1 natin. Okay, ganun din sa right side natin. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, nandito yung F sub 2. And next is yung latus rectum natin na 6. Since horizontal yung transverse axis natin, ibig sabihin, yung latus rectum natin, yung galaw ng latus rectum natin ay towards y-axis. So, mula dito sa focus, magmumove tayo ng 6 units pataas at pababa. So, same dito sa kabila. Magmumove rin tayo ng 6 units pataas at pababa. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, nandito yung LR1. So, ganun din pababa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nandito yung LR2. And then sa kabila, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kapantay lang din yan at dito. So, na-plot na natin, no, lahat ng ano natin, yung foci natin, yung vertices, yung co-vertices natin, at yung latus rectum natin. Ngayon, okay, i-plot natin yung rectangle natin. Ko-connect natin yung vertices natin. So, form tayo ng rectangle. And then, i-connect natin yung vertex nila. Okay, then lagyan natin ng diagonal line para ibig sabihin yan yung asymptotes natin. Ganun din dito sa kabila. Okay. And then saka i-plot natin yung graph natin. Okay. So yung tatandaan lagi na kapag horizontal yung transverse axis natin, yung opening ng hyperbola natin ay naka-open siya pa left and pa right. Pero kapag vertical, yung transverse axis natin, mag-open yung hyperbola natin up and down. Okay, so gamit ang graph na to, makakuha natin yung coordinates ng vertex. So yung v sub 1 natin, asan yung v sub 1 natin? Ito. So that is negative 4, negative 5. Yung v sub 2 natin, that is 0, negative 5. So ito yung v sub 2 natin eh. Yung b sub 1, o yung co-vertex natin, that is negative 2. Pag kukunin natin to, this is negative, what is this? 3.46. So, pag kinuha natin, hindi. So, kasi negative 5 plus square root of 12. So, negative 5 plus 3.46. So, dito natin yan makikita. Then, so yung b sub 2 natin, okay, dito. So, that is negative 2 and negative 5 minus square root of 12. And then yung focus natin, f sub 1, negative 6, negative 5. Yung f sub 2, positive 2, negative 5. So yung latus rectum natin na una, this is positive 6, 1. Yung pangalawa, this is negative 6 pala, no? Negative 6, 1. So negative 6, negative 11. Sa kabila, LR3, positive 2, 1. And then yung isa, positive 2, negative 11. Oh, I hope naintindihan kung paano kunin yung coordinates ng center, vertices at ng foci ng hyperbola at kung paano tayo mag-graph ng hyperbola. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button para updated kayo for more video tutorial. This is your guide in learning your math lesson, your Wow Math channel.